Hi, this is Natalie Fleming. I've got to talk about something. This is more of a Me Too question mark. Um, this is something that happens to some women, and I guess I have to share this because it happens to other women, and it's a harsh, it's a cruel, terrible thing. Um, in relationships, in physical relationships, sometimes the man or the woman will mistreat the other one, and And yeah, so when I was in my early 20s, there was a woman who, to my understanding, never consummated her marriage. And her husband I found to be hostile and towards her and demeaning, sarcastic, belittling to her. And to me, it would have seemed strange that she would have with this particular man. And when the marriage ended in divorce, and she said that she tried to say, hey, these things happened that I wasn't comfortable with, or that she found demeaning or upsetting, it was said of her, we think she was sexually abused as a child. And I was young and naive, and this whole kind of stuff was kind of new to me, and I didn't know what to think of it. And I didn't know what they meant. I guess that meant that women who were sexually abused were somehow damaged or wrong or needed to be disposed of or something. I didn't understand that. And then later on, there were different men that different people who we associated with who had problems, and women had come forward and say, hey, this man did this. And every time that happened, I heard the phrase, we think she was sexually abused as a child by her father or her brothers or someone. And I didn't understand. I didn't, very, very naive. I was very naive. I didn't understand what was happening. And I have come to learn that, how do I say this? I was not sexually abused as a child by my father or my brothers or anyone else. That's just the way it is. And I have never accused anyone of anyone from my childhood or my youth of sexually abusing me. That it hasn't happened. And but sometimes what will happen when a man or a woman, we'll just say man, wants to not take personal responsibility. A lot of times it's, let's say a woman is unhappy with how she is treated sexually. Instead of a man taking responsibility, saying, hey, maybe I should change the way I treat her, he might say, oh, her previous spouse or maybe her father must have sexually abused her because she doesn't like the way I treat her. And it's just a way of disowning their own personal accountability for what's going on. Difficult issue here. So sometimes in order to also to try to this can progress. So let's say, it was decided among people outside of this woman's circle saying, oh, she must have been sexually abused. She never said that. She never once said that on any of these occasions. None of these women ever said I was sexually abused. But the people outside said, well, she must have been sexually abused. So you have this circle of people making this decision that she was sexually abused. And what happened to me was I wasn't happy with some of the ways that I had been treated, and I'm not going to get into specifics right now. And my husband very fiercely said to me, you were sexually abused by your father. I know it. And I very firmly said, no, I was never sexually abused by my father or my brothers, never. And I was very firm and very adamant about that. And he stormed off. And years later, when I was speaking to others, even a decade later, I have dealt with the idea that somehow I had accused my father and brothers of sexually abusing me. And I didn't. And so it's sort of, poisoning the well. So it's Me Too question mark. Me too, but Me Too question mark. So I was falsely accused of falsely accusing someone else of sexually abusing me. And my father and my brothers never did. And I feel like it's gotten to the point where I have to confirm that and put it on tape. And here's my face. You can see me while I'm talking. I was never sexually abused by my father or my brothers, and I have never claimed to. And if they did, it would be all over. I would still be saying it. And I've never indicated it, hinted it. I did feel bullied as a child, and that's a whole other story, but that is not something I've ever done. And I think to go around and spread those things and to demean women by treating them like, if she's sexually abused, she must be, she's no good. That is a fallacy that is incredibly damning and destructive. And to go around telling people that someone has claimed that when you, in fact, are the one who claimed it in order to try to clear your own name, that's dishonorable. And God is the God of truth. You don't speak the truth. When you lie, you go against God. And you go against the universe. So anyway, yes, happy subject, and I'm sorry that I feel the need to say this, but I absolutely gotten to the point with things that have been said that I need to say it. Thanks. Oh, yeah, thanks.